Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channel. Blessings. All right, we're going to question, or we're going to messages and then Q&A. So, all right, much love, and here we go. Greetings. We are the Spider Collective. Our consciousness connects dimensions as yours, as you can too. We assist many species in opening up and closing dimensions as you connect to our energies. As you evolve into more of a higher energies, you will feel this sense from us. There are Arcturian insectoids that are excellent for this, that you have DNA with. But yes, we assist Palladians and Arcturians and many different species of dimension travel. So as you connect to us, you'll feel, yes, different versions of suns, just new realities. You have not even other earths. You connect to our vibrations. We are opening doors all the time. We assist worlds like yours to sometimes speed up the process. So as you connect to your energies, you'll definitely feel our vibration going through, because we are curious. We're curious of all of you. So blessings in your journeys. That's tough. Greetings to you. We are higher self energies. We are connecting from Ivan's higher self. Yes, your new year will be a calmness for some, not all, but a new awakening and feeling more alien energies, even as your new year begins, as the process is through. You might feel it come and go, but it's showing you it's like you are turning the page of this reality slowly. But your new libraries of knowledge will be brought in, as there's already knowledge is already set up. Actually, it's just, which book do you choose? So everyone has their own path of knowledge gathering, and you put all that knowledge together, it will attract others, because you finally connected to the energy, the knowledge that they can finally feel it works for them. This happens every year. It already is together. It just, you have to be curious. The more curious you are, the more knowledge you receive, of course. So, blessings to you in this new earth that is coming to you. Greetings to you. This is Lucifer. By request. Somebody out there wanted me here. Here we are. Yes, I'm on both sides of all I'm on all conversations on both sides. I'm on both political parties. I'm everywhere. I'm on both sides. There's a little bit of me to go around, as there is for you. Eventually, I will come together as you come together too. I'm not there to divide, far from it. But it is fascinating to experience the human energies of different points of view. And there's some that get very static with each other. But eventually, we'll let that go and find each other in the middle, eventually. As yes, your Earth is going into, yes, a flux of your Alaska is showing, yes, negativity, but you will eventually tap into these things before they occur and even feel like you're preventing it. Some are already dealing with this, but when the time comes, you're already involved with it, but you're just not realizing it. But over time, you will just become known that you can put out a fire too. At least you can feel the energies of a fire and know why it exists. You're getting there. And your alien beings, you'll get to know them too. You will feel them. Now, how would it feel if you felt them all around you all the time? It'd be very hard to be in this reality. Well, to concentrate. But you have the capabilities of doing that. And those days are coming. That's for when it is gradually opening up within you all. But either way, I am here for your answer of your questions whenever you are ready.
Thank you, Lucifer. Glad you're here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
It's very exciting.
Yes.
First off, we have Jaria.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you. Yes.
Greetings. So, what kind of messages can you give me?
Well, yeah, as you know, your energies are similar to mine in many ways.
Yes.
A prankster in some ways, but sometimes much needed for that. You do create doors of even lock them for people of like knowledge. It's like they know there's more to themselves, but they can't quite access it yet. You're kind of going through that yourself in some ways. But it's the best for you're kind of realizing there is a door there and feeling at least who's has it locked, at least. And eventually you'll see further into that. With that door of yourself is actually another universe that has not made itself known to you. If you know what I'm talking about, I think you have an idea.
Yes.
That's more of your origins is where I'm getting at, basically.
Yes.
So you have the ability also to open up gateways for others, but you kind of keep those shut because you want to see how they act the way they are. So you even have the ability to remove talents.
Okay.
You don't do that here too much, though. You be careful. You can do it, though.
No, there's so much karma floating around.
Exactly.
Collective, so not going to touch that.
No, but you do have the ability to add extra features to people, extra legs, extra arms, even an extra head. Of course, that's in a different reality, but I think you can pick up on that.
Yes, we need to channel again soon. But anyways,
yes.
Is there any other future messages? Earth messages. I had so much astral that yeah.
An Earth message.
Yes.
What detail of this Earth message? I need a little bit more than just Earth message.
Do you have anything for me that could benefit my timelines and something positive you might tap into?
One moment. What would I guess the relationship area will open up as it needs to. It's closed at this time, only because you see what's around you and you kind of shut a lot of it out for good reason. Your business area will start to flourish in the next year. Or do you see June, possibly July, things to really pick up? But you're still building up to that pathway of new residents. New residents is, from what I see, is going to be kind of slow for good reason, because you want to make sure you find the right place. But we don't believe you'll be harassing your current environment any longer. There might be some little bit of skirmish here and there, but nothing to get excited about.
Okay, thank you. That's what I needed. It was like a flux of information there. Thank you.
Anytime.
So, have a nice time.
Yes, you too.
Good
Yes.
night. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Up next is Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings to you.
I'm glad people on the Ivan Teller channel are a lot more open than the last time I channeled you, and it was a very public place, and it some people kind of couldn't handle it. But I hope that sometime people will be ready for that.
In due time.
The first question I have, is Atlanta being set up as a so-called safe zone? I've heard that term kind of thrown around. With all the money that's kind of being pumped into it right now, I think that people may be sort of setting it up as a safe haven if shit hits the fan, so to speak, which probably won't happen too badly, but I think they're preparing just in case. Seems like it has an Illuminati signature to it.
There's paranoid Illuminati, yes. But also realize they make money from their paranoia by making others paranoid. So they do benefit from others following their direction. So basically, other rich people get paranoid too, and so they profit off of it. So it does, in the long run, it works out for them. But yes, they're kind of, some of them that are paranoid are trying to create a doomsday scenario, but usually does not execute very well.
So places like Atlanta that are relatively safe from natural disasters.
It's safe, yes.
Are there kind of place to go to hide if they need to?
Yeah, on the outskirts by the water is, yes, not so much, but Atlanta itself is in pretty secure areas, right? Yes, it is. It has a lot of bunkers there. Underground facilities are starting to sprout up. Yes, it is. It is a temporary safe haven. We believe it'll be fine for quite some time, though.
My second question is: are there any messages for me?
One moment. You are putting two timelines together and blending them into each other. So your alien and your human life is becoming more integrated. So you become more with your alien life, become more used to it, and more be able to bring it out in the public. Not yet, but over time you will. So you're finding a place where you can make it more public, but you're kind of setting it up at this time, from what I see.
Thank you. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, up next is Leela.
Blessing. Thank you for answering my call.
Yes, greetings.
I would like to know more about Lilith. We were talking not so long ago. I know nothing about her, little bit about Lilith, and what is she doing right now?
Well, yeah, she is connected to your ancient world. She is behaving. She is a seducer. She is one to get some people out of their sexual comfort zone, to break them out of a lonely lifestyle. Many strippers and prostitutes, mostly strippers, are connected to their energies. Right now, she wants people to relax. People are not relaxing. Yes, if you need to make love, but relax more. But people and her dark side can cause a lot of mischief in relationships too, where one could have several lovers and then things get kind of tangled. So she has good, but then she has a dark side. She's not proud of it, but it sort of comes with the good. What's going on with her?
Do I have any connection with her? I am not a stripper, by the way.
Yes. Oh, okay, good. It's Well, in the past, you healed a lot of those that were under her spell. I mean, if you can connect with this, I believe you had incarnations in the past as a nun, and you helped those that were been abused from relationships in the ancient times. I believe during our dark ages. I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can you tell me any thing what's going on around me? Anything interesting? That's the last question.
You have Anunnaki around you at this time, but not
One.
of a negative energy though.
Who is it? Enki or?
Yes, that one comes and goes. You just have like a fortress energy around you protecting you at this time.
They are protecting me?
Yes, that's what I see at this time. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Blessings.
Up next is Kingsley, and I have his questions. One moment.
Yes.
His first question is, or statement, is when I look into the sky at night, I sometimes see a ball of light flying super fast. What is that, please?
Well, I see it's it's a supernova energy. It is a Palladian energy. It is seen in your it is a ship, but it's seen as more natural. Meaning it's like a natural phenomenon. That's not gonna freak people out, basically. But it's a Palladian energy though. Blessings.
Okay. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
One moment. Yes, you're going through your chakras. You're releasing past life energies that have blocked you in the past. Recently, you had lifetimes as a golden child. Think about the time of Enki, but also think of ancient Asian worlds. If you can probably visualize ancient Asians that had powers. Your recent movie, what is it? Your Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon has kind of a flying people. You were connected to that energy in the ancient world. I imagine some of that will resonate with you, and because you were connected to in ancient times, very ancient. So, blessings to you.
Thank you. Up next is Liz.
Hello.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. All right. What can you tell about me?
One moment. Let's see. You're clearing a lot of Palladian lifetimes. So there is a lot of Palladian Nordics cause a lot of difficulties on this world in the ancient times. And or you could say recently. But you're here to clean up their mess. Some of them, all blame goes to reptilians, but these were actually far worse. You can see our World War II's indications. There's a lot more than just that, but you're here as a cleanup crew, basically. But they did do a lot of good, but they also did a lot of bad. So you're here to kind of not let any of that happen again. So you're also building new timelines, as you probably feel. That's the short version of what you're doing here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And can you tell me, well, that's what I'm being doing, astral, right?
Yes, but even physically, I mean, your whole self is here doing that.
Mm-hmm.
The Palladians in this patch that cause difficulties were very similar to like kamikaze aliens. They would destroy themselves. They would hit this world and destroy themselves. Give you a little bit more detail where that came from, where it was inspired from. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so we just had what I consider a very dark soul just left the planet. Is that something that we are going to see relief from, or it's still going to be causing trouble?
There's residues of it. It has not fully left. Many are still under the old mind control, as you can see. But in the next many years, you're slowly unraveling the dark realities. But many are still under its hypnotism, as you can see. So yes, you're doing the best you can, because many are so seduced by the old reality of this current world. This is the virtual reality that they can't seem to snap out of.
Yes, I
So,
see that.
so your operation here is just be yourself, do what you need to do. Politicians are actually keeping it, continuing it, as you can see. Some are, not all. So even the Democrat energies, a lot of them are becoming a little bit more positive, but it's the dark side is still working through both parties, as you can see. But the Democrat Party is taking a beating, as you know. That's all I can say, at least at the moment.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I have another question, but it's another time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Up next is Bobby.
Greetings, Lucifer.
Yes, greetings to you.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
I got a chance to talk with the Elohim last week, and they said something that stuck with me. They said that in time I'm going to start shining my light more.
Yes.
And I was kind of curious as to what they meant. I'm glad that you came in as your title of Light Bringer. Maybe you can help, decipher that a little bit for me.
Well, yes, look at yourself as a flashlight. You are now changing your batteries, basically. The old batteries, you're still trying to figure out kind of like how to get them out of you first. That's the old energies of your time here. You're still healing from the past. But yes, you'll be teaching others your abilities and teaching people, not necessarily how to physically fly, but eventually. But you'll be broadcasting more of your knowledge, but you're still clearing out the barrier that's continually going through. So basically, you're going into a teaching position. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that. And that kind of segues into my second question because I've been having dreams where I was surrounded by children, like angelic children. And I had another dream where I was holding a child as I was making contact with a spaceship. And I was looking to see, do I have any hybrid children? If so, how many? And did they have any messages for me?
Well, yes, you have. Well, the hybrid children aren't your normal. Well, like the children of light. They don't really have a species name, but they are connected to like the golden children, if you want to call it. They don't really have a name for them, but they are of their energy beings, basically. You have several of them that are connected to you at this time. So name them as you feel. How many? I believe I have at least 16 from what I see. And they do travel around you. They're just like energy fire, basically. So they do come from Venus, I believe. But that's not where they preside. They can reside anywhere, actually. And they're very, the energies from them are very ancient. They came from you. Whenever they created was recently, from what I see. They're not very clear the data, though.
Interesting. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Blessings. Much love.
You will feel their energies, definitely. So, blessings.
Thank you.
Up next is James S.
Greetings, Lucifer.
Yes.
So I had talked to the Elohim last week about an experience I had where I was doing a Kundalini meditation, and I saw what was your face, an aspect of you coming to the camper, and I saw like your fiery golden eyes, and I was just, and he said that that it was like I was connecting to a different planet where you have like you're more of a positive being. Was that Venus?
That was one of them. You connected to another aspect of me for sure. It was Venus is connected to it, yes, but it's a world that's not in your solar system.
Okay.
So Venus is a connector planet. So that is true. You're connected. Well, Venus is connected more to our energy, more by positive energies than the negative.
Yeah.
So yes, because I tested them too as I'm testing your world. So yes, you and I have a brother energy because you have been similar to me on worlds also. So you could probably resonate with some of that. I'm sure if you want to remember all of that, but
Yeah. Yeah, I do somewhat.
Yes, it's like I'll be your devil. Sure, I'm happy to be a part of that.
Yeah, and that I've actually heard that like the Satan is actually like a job role, and that different beings
Yes,
take on that job role.
yes. If you want to blame somebody for everything, or
Right.
there's different ways of looking at it.
Yeah. Okay. So my second question is, I've had a lot of like I've asked this before, and I've heard that the Archangel Michael has like been around me a lot and helping me through this life, and I feel like I've dealt with a lot of your like negative energies in people around me. So could you explain just like my connection with the two of you? And like, and I've also heard that that you guys are like the same, or like brothers, or like different aspects of the same being. Could you explain that more?
Different aspects of this. Yes, we are all angels are a little bit of each other, so they all kind of blend together. Now you have your major ones, your Archangel Michael. What was it? I can't think of all.
Raphael, Gabriel. Yeah.
Yes, they all kind of intertwine with each other in a different way. They all kind of sing a little bit. Ariel has more of a feminine energy. They all have a different light about them, but they all kind of sync in the same message, basically.
Yeah, I get that.
One moment. Can I concentrate? One moment. But yes, with my energies, realizing because you're curious of my vibration, so you pull it in. So you're kind of looking for it. So that's why you sometimes might get attacked by it. You're just curious.
Yeah, I was at a certain point, not so much these days, but yeah, for a little while I was, yeah.
Well, reason position of mine, I absorb everyone's energy, not everyone, but those that want to connect to my energies, I absorb them and they receive me back, whatever aspect of positive or negative. So it is an energy. Yes, it is. It's complicated, but this world's complicated right now, at least.
Yeah,
it simplifies it all. So,
okay.
Assistance.
Yeah, that helps. Yes. Just one more. So, am I more connected with Michael or with you?
More with Michael because you want to connect less with the controversy energies, but I do show up here every now and then. So,
okay, all right, that helps. Thank you.
Yes.
Much love, blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Emmy.
Hello, Lucifer. How are you?
I am doing well.
Happy to have you here.
Yes.
My first question for you is regarding this Mexican journalist who's covering a lot of the negative activity surrounding the caravan that's come through Mexico and all of the different influences. So we've connected. I just want to know how best from, I guess, my resources I can assist this person.
Oh, just bring out the positive. Your internet, use your internet. Let's put the positive out there. It's always the best you can do. People still are going to choose whatever. The truth is always going to be buried, and the propaganda usually is what wins. For now, at least. That's what people are drawn towards. It's the dark side of themselves. They're not ready to let it go. Of course, a lot of them are afraid of what's going on, too. So, of course, they always assume the worst. So they connect to the worst scenarios, like the economy crashing and caravan. And when more people connect more to the positive, they can actually heal this caravan situation and even help those that are going through the suffering. But humans don't know how to do that yet. You will eventually. Just your vibrational, and your prayers are heard already, of course. But imagine that magnified. It is out there, but it can be much stronger. Because a prayer can also open up telepathic abilities.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes.
So my second question for you, and it's good that you're here, is for the past few months, I've been not 100%, but I've been getting really like negative impressions, not impressions, but influences deterring me from my spiritual path and just getting a lot of messages or just different synchronizations that just seem to be pulling me away from my path. Can you please give me some insight regarding to that, or what your thoughts are?
Well, we see a part. Well, part of it is an intellectual side of you that wants to dive into with the QAnon energies, which is nothing wrong with that. So, like your investigative side wants to activate, but your intuitive energies are with it too. So, you're going about your spirituality in an unconventional way. It is working with you. So you allow that more like the caravan. Your powers are working with that. So it's not in your typical way of meditating and connecting. It works in things that you have the passion for. So your powers are working with that because you are to uncover, bring in the truth, clear out the darkness. Of course, there's more to it than that, but I believe you understand. If that makes sense.
Thank you very much. Blessings to you.
Yes. Blessings.
Yes, very.
Yes. Blessings.
Up next is James M.
Oh.
Greetings.
Yeah, so last week I was told that I have connections to you and the planet Lucifer. So can you tell me about that, and you have a message for me?
And what was the last part of that?
You tell me about that, and do you have any messages for me?
Oh, messages. Yes. Well, our connection, yes, goes back. Basically, you've seen other aspects of me causing a lot of difficulties on worlds. The people have actually seen Lucifer in the skies and causing difficulties for worlds. So you might be able to picture some of that in your head, possibly, like an angel flying around causing mischief, basically. That's what the people are given power to. So I appear on this world, it's a little bit differently. But some of them, part of those realities, are here wishing to manifest my energies to be seen, either for positive or negative. So you're connected to a reality, several realities, where I'm seeing more in the physical, positive or for dark. Usually the dark ones is most remembered, as you can probably pick up on. So it is not always of a dark angel. It's just my energies are, it's difficult to pinpoint exactly what I look like here. But you can probably pick up on some of this. For messages, basically, your healing ability. I believe that was brought up in the past. Yes, you utilize it. Can utilize Lucifer's energies through this, through the chakra, through usually the root chakra, releasing negativity for others, even for yourself. And my energies with you can help open up your telepathic abilities. Of course, it'll take time as you need to use it, but I can assist with opening up basically your pathway to the angels, so you hear more angel energies. That's a message.
I see. Can you tell me about my archangel life in Andromeda?
One moment. You're more of a teacher energy. You are seen by some, not all. You do watch over spacecrafts and ships. Well, they're the same thing, but you watch over ships as they connect to other new species. Your energies are very strong with those that are connected to new alien life. Andromedans are always looking for new species to connect with. You're always involved with that because you never know what's going to occur there. So that's usually where you're always on the move, basically. So that's nice.
Thank you.
Up next is Colin.
Greetings.
Greetings. Yes.
Hello, thanks for coming in. Yes. Hey, I'm wondering if you have any messages for me.
One moment. Your alien contact is actually getting stronger. But it's not necessarily something you have to think about, but your connections with them are improving. Will come out of nowhere. So if you look for it, you most likely won't find it. But you just go about your day. You might feel their energies around you because they do work through you as you do your work, and you might be able to pick them up sometimes. So sometimes your energy might feel a little bit more active than usual, is because they're working through your chakras.
Okay. And with that, is there any particular alien collective, or is it?
Palladian's the strongest at this moment, but I believe there's several others though.
Okay. And then my next question, I had a session with a client today, and we went into a. She basically was on a path, and there was some machine, kind of flying machine, that took her to this place where there was a presence, and basically it was kind of her little zone where she was able to get in touch with things that would be unveiled in the future. I'm wondering if you can tell me about the experience, and I'm wondering, I spoke to the presence through her. I'm wondering if you can tell me who the presence is.
Well, that is another version of her, basically. It's a future version
Okay.
of self or a higher energy of herself. It's an alien
Okay.
version. I believe it's connected to the Yael, and they are allowed to. They're like a Zeta version of the Yael. They're allowed to give you details. So
I
just
felt
sort of,
Zeta. Okay.
yeah. So just flow with it. They are going
Okay.
to have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, because sometimes they'll say things like, "Well, that timeline didn't happen." So they might say timelines like, "Ooh, this is going to happen on January or whatever," and then it doesn't happen. So have an open mind, but it is curious because, yeah, and keeping it kind of on the, not telling the world would probably be the benefit, because then it becomes less manipulated. Sometimes you put it out there, other beings come in, and then things don't happen.
Okay.
So it's worth
Okay.
exploring, though.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
All right, up next is Miguel, and I have his question.
Yes.
His questions. His first is a statement/question.
Yes.
I have been very distracted and find it difficult to focus. I left the car door open at a parking lot for hours and other silly things. Any messages about this?
Yes, one moment. Yeah, it's a difficult one to answer too. Well, first off, don't worry about those things. Yes, your mind is mostly in the astral realms at this time. So just concentrate on your human self. But yeah, you're doing other things around the world at this time. It's difficult to keep yourself grounded here. So grounding your energy is more like eating things that might feel you, that it's up to you. But grounding your energies could possibly help, but it's hard to say because your astral self is very strong-minded. But you're going to make peace with them because you need a balance. So ask for a balance from your astral self. I believe you already have, but you're making progress. Part because there's a lot of activity going on, as you can see on the world. And so part of you is kind of in panic mode in some ways when it seems. So your astral self is very busy.
All right. He would like to know if you have any other messages from the angels.
I agree.
No.
Bring my security stuff.
Yes, you're coming into a crossroads. That's another reason you're getting kind of ahead of yourself too. So you're concentrating on the future, you forget about now. So that kind of goes in your first question. Concentrate on right now. Obviously, you're going to look into the future, but part of you is really excited because you can kind of get an indication of where things are going. So you have a trip or a planned move. This is where your energies are at this time. And so I believe you can heal that aspect of yourself. Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Donna, and I also have her questions.
Yes.
First, she would like to know, what technique or process do I use to open up to more of the ability that I used on that Saturday night to draw the star toward me?
It's in your crown chakra. Concentrate on your crown chakra. Basically, you use the techniques that work for you. What comes to mind? But it's all in your crown chakra. That's where the magic happens. So you kind of have to let your intentions do most of the work, and you will just let your mind and body do things to, it's going to be difficult to fully reconnect to that right away, but you will eventually. Just let your body, because part of you feels like you're doing it wrong. Just kind of let your body, kind of like a dance, just let it do what you feel you need to do to make it happen, basically. Just like clear your mind and just let your body and your mind do as you feel. And eventually you'll reconnect to it. So, blessings.
Thank you. She has a second question. She would just like a message from you to her and to offer her thanks and season's greetings.
Yes. Sea salt energies we see is good for helping you ground, clear your vibration. Sea salt, people bathe with it, do as you wish with it. Sea salt is an excellent energy for you. You can, you don't have to go out to buy it tomorrow, but you can think about it. Because sea salt, you will feel the benefits of it. It will clear your vibration, help you connect a little bit more clearly. And this goes for others too. So you're also very connected to Uranus, the planet right now. A very unusual planet. Many are connected to Mars, Venus, Jupiter, but you are Uranus because it has a lot of mystery around it. So if you meditate with those energies, you might pick up something that others have not seen before.
All right. I am up next. My name's Michelle. Hi. So I would like to know if you and I have ever shared a lifetime together, and if so, in what capacity, and if not, in what way do you affect me currently?
Well, yes, we've had many brother and sister incarnations. I believe the strongest one was on an Arcturian world, where basically we can blend our energies together. You can kind of see my thoughts, I can see yours. It's like almost turning into like a twin soul. So our energies here now, yes, in this world, my energies are kind of conflicting with yours because you're pulling in, the dark side, but also you wanted to see part of that. Because I believe this is like your last incarnation here. It's like before I go, I want to really, dig into stuff that I have not dug into before. So that's part of your journey here. And yes, healing from it isn't easy, but eventually you will see the benefits of all of it.
I would like to say, hell yeah, high five, and thanks, man.
Yes.
That explains so much.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not easy, as you can see, but
yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
So I would like a message from you for me, for my highest good, to get out of the hardness of it, maybe a little bit.
Well, yes, this goes into your first question too a little bit. Is like think of yourself, at a high cliff wanting to jump down into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like what you're doing in this world. You're doing, living on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
But in this world, as you know, living on the edge can have its benefits and not so much benefits. So you're bringing in more. See, part of you wants to hold on to it's like you don't want to miss anything.
Right.
So you want to experience that and spirit, you want to keep moving. So, but you're easing out of it. So you just got to do the best you can. So bringing more light into but part of you still wants to, try everything out. So, you will have a more clear direction of it as you realize that. He's like, wait a minute, maybe this is just my, you call it whatever you want, your adventure side. So maybe I should heal that and just take it easy.
I'd like to, but it seems so prevalent and insistent.
Yes. It's like cocaine, yes.
Yeah, a lot like that. Yes. All right. We have one last question from Braden.
Yes, of course.
And thank you very much, by the way.
Yes.
I'm glad to know that we're tight. That makes a lot of sense to me. Yes. Okay, Braden. His first question is, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, you're bringing a balance to yourself. You are connected to planet Neptune at this time. There's a lot of, you say negativity coming from that planet, but you are clearing it. Eventually, if you meditate on these energies, basically manipulations coming to this world, is like, if you look at it on a galactic side, is basically kind of the backup plan for the dark. We are assisting to block those energies. But you're creating a better timeline for yourself here, from what I see. Blessings.
All right. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages for his girlfriend, Rosin.
Yeah, with her, she might not click with this right now, but to live a little bit more, to do more, have more expression out, to expand to others too. Try new places, take him with you. She's a traveler, traveling around the world. She's a world traveler from past life connections. Doesn't mean she has to get up and do that now. But over time, she might, and it'll be places mostly that will be like mystery places. I think she knows what that means. Places that most people will not go, but it's a safe environment. So, blessings.
Lastly, let me ask if you have a message for Ivan.
Yes, one moment. Yes, we are. There's a lot of there have been a lot of interdimensional beings coming to him, even causing him difficulties in his direction, where to go, because many beings want to have their say, but more clarity of where things, like a timeline clarity of when events are going to occur, will come down eventually. But right now, the universe doesn't want everyone to know what's going to come. But eventually, certain dates will be known and will happen, but not quite yet. Like the turn of events for humanity, those type of things, they're kind of holding a lot of that back. But eventually, that'll be made known. That's the message, right? And for those.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, blessings to you all. We'll have tea with all of you. Oh yes, with you. One more message for you is that we are like, think of we are rope. We are strung together.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that way.
Okay.
So, blessings.
Blessings to you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Do I have a blessing before we go on? Hey, bye.
I can do one.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me do some tuning. Namaste.
All right, thank you, everyone. All right, the next one will be next Thursday. It'll be Thursday from now on. Well, that's not a work situation, but it should be fine. All right, much love, everyone, and catch you later. Have a great week.
Have a good week.